Like,
So yeah. First of all, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Hapadash. We want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole elect Christian truth and all sincerity, man. You know, it's another week, man, of the new year. Well, first week of the new year. Is it? Yeah. First whole week. You know, and you know, things have got enough on a good foot. You know, plenty of things are happening in the world, in the earth, judgments and wars and more wars and rumors of wars. You've got the BRICS nations, you know, bringing in more people on board. You know, is it Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, UAE as well? You know, maybe I'm mistaken on that one, but yeah, you got more people joining in what the West would call the axis of evil. You know, because this is what it is. It's two teams at the end of the day. One wants to be away from you know, America and their hegemony, man, to do away with the dollar, and that's going to cause ripples over the whole earth, man. Because America ain't just going to let it go like that. You know, as we see with Gaddafi. You know, he was trying to move away from that too, right? And look what happened to his ass. But you know, we got Russia and company with China, you know, Iran and all that, right? So they're not sitting around. They want to take it to America, man, and eventually it's going to lead to war. You all know this, and you know, you got some analysts out there that believe the same case, right? But it's true. It's in the scriptus. You know, grab us that the third world coming quickly. You know, it's in the books or on the place in the books. It is in the book, right? But it's on the books, as they would say, but it's in the book, right? The Third World War is prophesied to happen, right? And all these frictions that are happening between these different nations, even amongst Esau himself, you know, Esau's allies, and there's friction here, right? Which only means at the end it's going to end badly for America, man. Because America is that one that's prophesied to receive that great destruction, Babylon the Great, right? That's what's prophesied to happen. So you know, we're waiting for these things to occur. We've got no doubt a busy year in front of us, man. You know, lots of prophecy, you know, to be fulfilled, man. The furthering of prophecies, right? The MOTB, you know, it's being talked about more, right? You're going to see people walking around with sea hips in them soon. You know, I know you got me in some places already, but I mean, like on mass, you're going to see people taking these things when shit get really bad. We don't know when the next pandemic going to hit. We don't know when the next great event's going to hit. Financial say again? Financial turmoil. Yeah, I was thinking of a word that's got out of my head, but yeah, you know, financial distress or whatever. You know, all these things are waiting to happen. You know, and they've not gone away. Like people have been talking about these things before. We get about Oz and Paul have been talking about these things for a long time. But other people, you know, economists and that, they see these things too, and they're not going away. They're still on the books, as they say. You know, and so we're just waiting to see how it all unfolds. Hopefully, this will be a busy and an interesting year. Lord willing, we coined the hope of Jacob's trouble. You know, the year of Jacob's trouble, man. And so we wait and watch. Just what we're told to as watchmen. But grab that first. And sorry.
this is the book of Revelation, 11 and 14. The second war is past, and behold, the third war comes quickly.
Oh, I read that there.
Yeah, man. So as the brother said, man, we can see everything is the way it goes right now. You know, there's a lot of tension between nations. You know, America is pushing on. I mean, on the other side, and the Russian and his allies are pushing on the other side. You know, but one day they're gonna what? They're gonna collide, man. You know, and that collide is gonna be great, man. Because as you know, these nations they all possess, I mean, a weapon of mass destruction, which are those what? Nuclear missiles. So they're gonna use it to destroy each other. And at the end, we're gonna see America being what? Narrated or destroyed completely from the face of the earth, man.
That's right, because these nuclear missiles are weapons of the Lord's indignation. These are not Esau's weapons, even though he holds them in his possession. They're really not made for him. Esau thinks that this is his ultimate trump card. He can threaten all the nations with this weapon that he has, and he's used it, you know, to, you know, good effects, you know, sort of, I guess, against these nations. People are afraid of America because he got these weapons, right? But they're not for him. They're going to be used against him. The Most High are going to stir up the nations that, because it's not just America that got these nukes, right? His allies have got these nukes too, and certain other guys, certain other players in different regions, India, Pakistan, they all got nukes too. Korea got nukes, you know. Korea got fucking
Korea,
nukes, man. How the fuck did they get nukes, man? Shit,
yeah.
you know, little Korea, they got fucking nukes, man. Supposedly,
Yeah.
right?
And listen, no, they become vocal, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because then they are what? They are weapons, man. You know, they be saying they are preparing, man. If anything happen, you know, they're gonna come against America. You know, if America middle with their affair in the Pacific there, what they're gonna do? They're gonna unleash missiles, man. That's what they've been saying. You know.
We all know that you know, these guys all set up. They're all in on it. All these leaders, they're all in on it. But it's the Most High moving chess pieces, man. Right? So even though they're speaking these things, it's the Most High making these things because only what's going to happen? America's going to be destroyed, right? And everybody with these nuclear missiles, man, are going to use them against America, man. Because everyone thinks America could win any fight. Could win any fight, no matter how many people they're fighting against. You know, like a battle royale. Yeah, America just beat everybody, one hand behind the back, and all this kind of stuff. It's not gonna happen like that. It ain't gonna happen like that, man. You know, but that's because your pride and your arrogancy. You know, grab a starting over there, Baba Kusho.
That's what the whole America, man. America, that country which was bullying nations. That's what.
Yep.
That's the whole time, man.
You've been used to having it your own way for so long, but powers are rising. The nations are rising against you, man. The power level, they're powering up. You know, and they're you know, maybe they're not ready right this minute. That's why they ain't done nothing yet. But the time's gonna come where Moses is gonna force them to act and to do and to come against you, man. Right? And it ain't, well, we know, everyone really knows it's not gonna be a pretty war. War is never pretty, right? But this World War III is gonna be the worst of all of them. You know, evidently because of the technology that's involved. You know, World War One and Two were devastating, man. A lot of lives lost. You know, that's what we call in history. The death toll in World War III is gonna far surpass any of that. You know, it's gonna be a miserable, evil, terrible time upon the earth, man. Right? The people that people are not ready for, or they're not even thinking that it could even happen like that. You know, regular people. You know, because it's something that they can't really fathom. You know, but the time's gonna come and you're gonna have to deal with it, man. And this is why we tell you to get right with the Lord while there's still time. You know, while there's still time for you Israelites out there. You know, really for the elect. You know.
Yeah. So book of Daniel 12:1, and it reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time.
We can all acknowledge, man, there's been terrible, horrible times upon the earth, man. Throughout history, has been terrible times, right? But none of that is going to match this.
Yeah.
None of this is even going to come close to this, man, because the Most High is bringing everything. All the evils that he could possibly bring, he's going to bring upon this earth all at one time. Right? You heard of destruction in certain places, you know, that was bad, right? But this is going to happen over the whole earth. With every perceivable evil that the Most High, you know, you can just throw out there, he's going to throw it at you, man.
And on top of that, the technology, as you mentioned before, that is going to be used, it's never been used before. The technology of what? The missile, man. This missile has never been used before, man. So this time is going to be not comparable to any time in the past, man. You know?
I mean, we just think about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? With the bombs that were dropped on them, right? They were unprecedented at the time. Undescribable destructive power, man. That's why Esau was, he's proud of himself, man. He got gassed, right? But the weapons or the missiles that he's got now, the nuclear missiles or thermal nuclear weapons that he's got now, is far, far, far beyond the earth, man. And he's never got to use them. He's never got to use them really in a combat sense against anybody, right? We've seen some of the footage and that, and some debate that's even real footage, but you know, hey, it's there, right? It's there to be unleashed upon the world, man. And the Most High's not playing games, man. Like the Most High brought fire from heaven before, right? On Sodom and Gomorrah, right? But this level is going to be unheard of.
Yeah, that's what 5 6.
Yeah,
Bad man Zoar. Yeah. But it's like almost 5 6, isn't it? Yeah. But this time it's gonna be
whole land, man.
the whole land mass. The whole land, man. the land of America, just alone, man. How big it is, man. So that's gonna be too much, man. That's not even the they say what? Sorry. The earth is gonna let it go to and fro, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
Huh?
shake like a drunken. Do too like a drunk man.
Yeah.
It's gonna shake. You know. And then check this out. What's it called afterwards, man? It's gonna become a lake of fire. That's how bad it is, man. Some of the Gomorrah ain't no lake of fire. It's just a desert. You know, it never became a lake of fire. It just got turned into ashes, man. But this place is gonna burn. It's gonna burn for a long time, man. Right? There's gonna look like a lake of fire. You know, until that does settle down. You know, and become that desert that we read about. You know, but that's how bad it's gonna get, man. You know, and we're just waiting. We're waiting for all these prophecies to fulfill, but that's at the end of the prophecy. You know, that's at the end. You know, when Yahushua returns, delivers the elect. Okay, then you know the mists are gonna come down and destroy that place. That's pretty much at the end of this kingdom. That is the end of this kingdom. You know, but prior to that, and then you got the MOTB, you got Esau trying to consolidate his power in the earth. You're gonna make everybody take these microchips, right? So that you can eat, so you can drink, you know, so you can receive provisions, man. Because things are gonna be very different to how things are right now. Where you can just go to the shop, there ain't gonna be nothing in the shop. There's gonna be famines, right? So you can't just go down to the shop and you know people are gonna be fighting and dying to try and get anything from anywhere, your house, neighbor's house. You know, it's not gonna be a case where you should go get what you want, right? And in that time of trouble, when we read it, right, he's still gonna bring something to you, gonna bring hope to you in the form of this chip, right? And he's gonna offer you the provision that you want, the safety that you want. Yeah, just come to this camp, you know, wherever you got it, you know, and you're gonna be safe in the borders of this camp or whatever, and we can feed you rations and this and that, right? He's gonna offer you that hope because things are gonna be chaotic out here, right? But that's a false hope. What Esau's going to offer is a false hope, man, because he's going to lead everyone to death, essentially. Is anyone that takes that mark? Revelation 14 tells you that they're going to be destroyed. You know? I know we're kind of racing ahead here. It's coming from the mind already. But let's get over. Yeah. But let's get that Obadiah quickly, and then we'll jump to Revelation 14 and read that. You know?
We go back to the book of Obadiah. What I mean, uh, touch on. Yeah. This is the book of Obadiah, 1:1.
So we get the pride part. So yeah.
The vision of Obadiah, that says the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Right, so the heathen have been risen up, man. They've been given power, they've been given allies, given weapons and whatever resources, right? They've been rallying together, right, to eventually come up against that big bully, which is America, man, and the beast. Okay, with NATO, right? Because that's Esau's sword. That's his army. You know, America is the head of that army. America is the heart of the rider that's sitting upon the beast, right? So they need a mighty force because they know what they're coming up against. Because admittedly, America is no joke in terms of its military capabilities. It's no joke. They've got all kinds of gadgets, right? Doodars and whatever, right? So they need allies. They need technology. They need resources, man. And so it takes time to build all that, man. And that's part of what BRICS is, and you know, on an economical level, you know, to build each other, man, to help build each other, to get away from the dollar, so they're not getting affected by sanctions no more, so they can do trade freely and concentrate on building themselves up, man. The Lord is making it happen. All right, so they're rising against Esau right now. Okay, yep.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art great despised.
And they're despised, they hate it. Because Esau can't get away from his past, man. He can't get away, no matter how hard he tries, man. I took Edomites all day long and work and stuff like, you know, talking about things like this, like, oh, you know, should we have, you know, how sorry should we have to be? And you can't get away from it because you've never made anything right, and you're not prepared to put yourself in slavery, so it's never going to be right. You know, so but you fuck all these nations, and now, like, even now, like, people are getting sanctioned, and you know, people are starving because, or you know, people are dying because of the sanctions, stuff like war and that kind of stuff. You know, because you won't let man have a nuclear program or something. Oh yeah. So all these wicked ass abomination ways that you push on people. You're going to put sanctions on the country for that. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Who are you? Esau thinks himself as God, right? So he feels like he can impose what is right in his own mind to everybody else. Oh, what you're doing is wrong. You know, your way is wrong. Our way is right. But look at your fucking country. Your country's all fucked up. This country's all fucked up, man. It's all bad. People are fucking hillbillies out here compared to the rest of the world, man.
And we were talking before about the rent price, man, house pricing, you know, in land, and then now it's catching up with the people, man.
People can't even afford to live, man.
Yeah.
Can't afford to own a house, but that's why WF is saying don't worry because you don't have to own nothing.
Yeah.
we'll provide everything for you, man. But that's a sort of circumstance or the situation you don't want to be in. You don't want to be provided everything by by these elitists, these leaders. You don't want to be in that position, man, because they will take the fucking piss out of you, man. Like they already do. But worse, they want to throw you in a 15-minute city, put you up in high-rise buildings and shit.
Yeah, man. They will take you from the position you have in your working place, man, and they may give you any job you want. They want, man. You don't control it. You've been CEO from big company, you know, because that's how we're going, man. You're gonna own nothing, and they're gonna be happy.
Because don't get twisted, it's gonna happen to everybody, man. And don't think just because you got a good job that you're gonna stay having a good job, man. You know, if you're not on the elite level, you're going down. You're going down with the common folk. Right? So whatever nice apartment you got, whatever nice house you got, car, whatever, don't worry about all that because they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it. They're gonna make it unbearable to own. Like cars, for instance, like the fuel, the taxes, the insurances, whatever costs, man. You know, the repair costs. They're gonna make it so unaffordable. Or the ULEZ, the fucking congestion charges, the fucking speeding cameras and shit everywhere, 20 mile an hour. They're making it unbearable for you to even own a car, man. And they're just making life unbearable. So they have a reason, or they still, well, maybe we don't need a car then. That's what they want. They want you to get rid of your car, man. You know, Esau is making life hellish for everybody, so he can take you and order you around. You know, have you go to him for everything. But like I said, you don't want to be in that position because Esau will abuse that situation that he's put you in, man. You know.
As the Bible says, I mean, Esau, which is so not from the league. It's not applied in him, man.
That's right. So he ain't out here trying to do good to people or for people. It's all his own self, man. Because he wants everything. Because he's greedy. You know.
Speaking Habakkuk 2 and the 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, by his faith. You know, that's what it is. As the brother being mentioned, being saved. You know, he don't know how to do good, man. He never been good, man. Since day one, man. You know, since he was Cain. You know, if you may understand about incarnation, you know, to this day, man, he never been good. You know, he always about what? Violence, you know, and unjust dealing. That's what they have been doing. You know, so now you see with this constant, the cost of the ongoing right now, you know, it's all about his agenda, you know.
What's that, bro? What you're saying?
So if you believe in the system, man, you're gonna die with the system. That's what it is, man. You know, you're gonna be stripped to nothing. You know, as the brother mentioned, all you people like now who own this big, who are in these positions in big companies, you know, maybe CEO, managers, you know, if they deem you are, I mean, you benefit them nothing, they're gonna what? Put you down, man. They're gonna put you to prison already and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna pay you that what they call the universal income.
Yeah, universal basic income.
Yeah, basic income. That's what they want to come with, man.
I'm trying to find a scripture to whom you will do good. Oh, here it is. Nah, I got it. It's a Sirach 14:5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he do? Sorry. To whom will he be good? He should not take pleasure in his goods." Right? Esau doesn't even care about his own people and what suffering he's putting them in. Right? Because really, all these Edomites should be up on the fucking on a mega level compared to the rest of the world, right? But he's even got his own people fucking begging on the streets and shit, taking eating GMO foods and taking maxes and all kinds of stuff, fucking them up. Yeah, they're fucking suicidal and shit, man. You know what I mean? So on basic universal basic income, you know, they want the fucking benefits and shit, living on the states and shit, man. You know, that's why Esau be like, yeah, but we're suffering too. No, well, that's your elite's fault. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with us, man. We don't feel sorry for you for that. You know, you didn't get put in slavery in the same way we got put into slavery, right? You know, you know. But Esau doesn't even care about his own people, so who will he do good to? You know, he's not here to do good. He doesn't care about nobody. He only cares about himself and what he stands to gain. You know, so you think that these governments or whatever wouldn't do such a thing to the people, or like, oh yeah, they wouldn't blow up the towers, right? Or things like that. No, they would. They have. They have done these types of things. It's not uncommon. It's not unheard of that governments attack their own people. You know, to forward certain agendas. You know. So you're gonna see that.
Well, yeah, they go sacrifice, right?
Yep.
You know, they sacrifice for what they are planning to establish, you know, to gain. You know, that's what they've been doing for a long time. You know, it's not like this is just the first time you see like this. I mean, like Brent, what's the tower that they banned?
Oh, the twins.
Yeah, the twins, you know, and the Great Fire. What?
Oh, the Great Fire, London.
Yeah,
the London Bridge is burning.
No, that one.
Oh, you got that one as well.
Yeah,
You know.
the one in I believe somewhere in the White Studio.
Oh, Grenfell.
Grenfell Tower.
Yeah. I see that often.
Yeah.
I see that because it's covered up now, and you don't get to see the horrific
Yeah.
sight of it no more. It's covered up by like a green heart. Green heart. You know, remember Grenfell or something like that. But they ain't doing shit with that. You know, now it's just a fucking monument of sacrifice. That's what it is. You know, man. Yeah, but he's sort of doing shit like that, man. You know. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So Obadiah 1 again and the 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art great despised. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the low.
So your pride is deceived you, man. You think that because of all this power you've gained that you can take on anybody and everybody and stay in power forever. Right? But that's not how things are set up, man. You're meant to feel that way. You're meant to believe that. Because what ruler didn't believe that? That had a mighty empire that was bullying nations. What empire didn't think that? It's just the recipe for failure. You know? Because only that pride is gonna lead you where to? Destruction. Failure. Right? So you're meant to feel that these people, yeah, we're gonna deal with these people. You know? That they ain't gonna do shit. America, we're gonna be forever. No, you ain't. You can't be. You're not the kingdom of righteousness, man. A kingdom that is not righteous cannot stand forever. That's why you was given a time. Just like everybody else, every other wicked kingdom that came before you was given a time to rule. Because what are we really waiting for? We're waiting for the kingdom of heaven. We're waiting for Yahweh Shai's rulership. That is the everlasting kingdom, man. This place ain't it. So how could you have the audacity or the arrogancy to believe that you're an exception to everybody else, man? Your day is coming and coming fast. You know, like I said, there's enough winning to the next year now, man. Lord willing, this will be the year. But we have to wait and see because that's what we can do. You know, we have to keep watching these prophecies as they churn out, right? Because everything's in the Most High's time. We don't know exactly what time the Most High is given to Esau to do all these things in. You know, but what we do know is that we're closer to the end of it. You know, so we sit and watch as the watchmen that we are. Which made me want to get this from Ezekiel 33, verse 1. So again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, set him for a watchman. right? And that's only the prophets, man. The men of the Lord, beginning of our elders and apostles, man, that are warning the people, warning our people, and the rest of the world, I guess, indirectly or directly, how you want to see it. But it's not really for them because they ain't gonna heed anyway. But we're not trying to save them. We ain't trying to help them, man. We're just letting you know. We're letting you know what's gonna happen to you and your kingdom, man. You know, all the evils that are gonna come back to you, right? Because it's not evil unjust, right? It's not evil that you don't deserve, right? It's recompense, right? So we here to tell you that too, right? But for concerning Israel, beginning with the elect, okay, we're here to warn them. Even not of the elect, we're here to warn them so they can be condemned if they, when they don't repent. All right, but we're here to warn our people. Okay. Yeah, go on.
It's the book of Isaiah 64:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the word and all things that come forth of it.
All right, so the whole world gets to hear this. You're very privileged to hear this warning. Just like when Noah was preaching, right? They were lucky to hear that word. Because Noah, when he went out to tell man, but like, he was fortunate to hear that, But the Most High already knew that these guys were never going to listen to him anyway, and that they would be destroyed. But you can't say that you wasn't given opportunity. You've been given opportunity to hear and to do right. But we know that's not how it really works. The Most High didn't make you to do right, right? Because you have to repent, and these people don't feel like they've got nothing to repent for.
This word, this is the gospel of the kingdom shall go on in the four corners of the house, and then the hand shall come.
That's right.
And this is not any other, but this is the true word, man. The gospel is out there, man. In the four corners, all these nations, in one way or another, they have heard this word, man. Beginning with their leaders, even to the what, to the lowest person in their society, man.
And the majority of people, they scoff at it, they ignore it, they think we're crazy, whatever. And only very few of our people will accept it, acknowledge it, and do what the Lord has commanded them to do. Very few. That's why the world to come is for very few. This world was made for many, right? But this world was made to be destroyed. so many are going to be destroyed with this world, man. Except for those that are going to be saved from slavery. But many people are going to be destroyed in this world. But the world that's to come is going to be for very few, beginning with the elect of Israel. Until we've restored our rights, our numbers, in the kingdom. But those that are going to walk into the kingdom are only the elect of Israel. What was it? Yeah. Back in Ezekiel 33, verse 2. Verse 3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Right, so we warn you all these things that are going to come to pass. We say this year is going to be, Lord willing, the year of Jacob's trouble. Right, but these are things we've seen on the horizon for a long time because they're all written here in the scriptures. Remember, we're seeing the events take place in this earth that corresponds with the scriptures. Okay, they are manifesting. Even things as far back as when America was buying all the politic bullets and things like that, the guillotines, right? All these things that are being bought, and they were kind of being, kind of dusted off, saying, "Oh, that's rumor and things like this," right? But then why is there always black holes in people's budgets? There's always money missing. No one knows where this money's gone, where it's been spent. Would it not reason, because we know what Esau fucking hides money. He does it all fucking day. It didn't go missing. It got used. Money's there to be used. It didn't go fucking missing. It got spent on shit that's not on the books, right? Shit that's not official, right? So guillotines, like things like that, is gonna be one of those. Oh, there's no record of the guillotine. Okay, there's no record. So what? Because there's no evidence. So what? You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it, man. You're like, what the shit? Where did these come out from? Yeah. I thought they were back in the French Revolution. You know what I mean? But it was all the way back. No, it's brand new, high grade military equipped fucking guillotines ready to lock people's heads off, man. These militaries are gonna use, man. You're gonna see them, man. You'll be like shocked. You'll be shocked. But they're here in prophecies that they have to exist. They have to exist. Right? And so you had some reports that said they saw them and all that kind of stuff. So, whether they saw them or not, whatever. But the case still stands that they have to be here. So, yeah, why not? They might have saw them. Whatever, innit? He wasn't there. But They're going to be there in the time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So it's just things like this, man. We warn you of, man, and for Jake to get right before the Lord's judgment comes upon the earth. You know, we know not every Jake can be saved, man, but we're here to save those that can be saved, to give this truth to who can be saved. You know, that's our job. That's why you're always going to see us out here. You're not going to see us. Well, you're not going to not see us. Like some other dudes, they don't want to be seen. They don't want to go out. You know, they want to sit at the comfort of the home, or they want to be keyboard warriors, or they just want to talk shit. But you're always going to see us, man, until the time where that stops. You know, until the world can't be found anymore, because that's also prophesied. You know, so we're here to warn the people, man. Beginning of hours and apostles, they've been doing that, man, and we're following that same ilk to do the same. All right. This is, verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, so you didn't acknowledge it. Oh, whatever, man. You're talking rubbish. You conspiracy. You're just crazy, man. Those guys, right? If the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Be awful, you know. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpets, meaning, we didn't tell you about this. We didn't warn you. We just read out, oh, but what if we're wrong?
Yeah.
What if it's not true?
Yeah, without.
Yeah, we ain't got no evidence, man, so we can't say it, because we're going to be laughed at. We can't say nothing. We don't do no warning. This is what happened, right? Because what do we go by first? We go by this word first, man. To hell with all the evidences in the world. Those things will manifest in time. The things in the world will manifest in time, man. So we're not concerned about what can be seen or what can't be seen right now. What's written here is what we go by, right? So the scriptures say if something's going to happen, it's going to happen. We believe that. We have faith, right? Because everything else that's happened has happened in the book. The past prophecies have taken place already. Things have come to pass, right? So we have faith that the things that are written are going to happen. It says, but if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, the people be not warned. If the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, right? For your own wickedness, because that's why the sword came in the first place, because you're all wicked too, right? But his blood would I require at the watchman's hand, because it was their job to warn you. It was our job to warn you, right? So whether you like us or not, man, we're only doing the bidding of the Lord, so cut some fucking slack, but that's what we're here to do, right? We're not going to be deterred just because you don't like us or you want us to shut up or whatever. You don't like what we've got to say. No one cares what you think, especially not us, right? Especially not the Heavenly Father, right? We don't care. So we're going to do what we're doing because the Lord commanded us to do it. All right. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. That's who the watchmen are for. They're not for the world. This message. The world can hear this message. We're not here for the world. Just like Yahushua is not here for the world. Yahushua never came to save the whole world, right? He comes to save his people, man. All you do is read Luke, first chapter. That's how you know, right? The Lord, the Most High, is not even interested in the rest of these characters out here, man. These side characters, all right? So I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die. Well, that's the point. I don't need to read the rest of it. All right. So we're just doing what we were asked to do, man, as faithful servants. And obviously those that don't believe, we're obviously gonna have an issue with it, man. But again, they had an issue with Noah, right? They didn't want to leave Noah. I think he was crazy too. But then the rain started falling. So same way when the trouble starts coming, this time of trouble starts coming, man, people are gonna be afraid.
Remember everything we've been saying, man. Yep, from the elders and apostles, even to us, man, they're gonna remember everything of you have said, man. Yep. Even list or to say, even that little word you just say by our mouths, you're gonna be remembered, man. So that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah,
because the energy has already been pushed, man. The energy is out there. As the Bible says, the word of Messiah shall not go back to him void. So he have sent us to say we saved, and then it's gonna happen, in due time. That's right. That's right. What's on my mind? As I say, what was it, man? What's what I'm Oh yeah. So when it ends with America's destruction, you're gonna know that these were men of the Lord, and it was Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai that did all these things, man. And that's why it's important to come in those names, man, to proclaim their names, because the Lord's name is gonna be magnified in that day, man. If they don't know who's behind all of this, how can they magnify? How can it be magnified? It's the name is pivotal to us, man, because it's pivotal to the Lord's plan. Yeah, even Esau, if he did something, they what? They say who did it, man. Yeah, it's Esau. This president, oh that president, they call them name. But in general, they know they are Edomite, isn't it? They are so-called white people did it. So it's just, I mean, an example, but the whole earth is going to understand. I mean, how powerful the Heavenly Father is, man. When He unleashed those evil on earth, man.
That's it. Because when these outlandish things that we say come to pass, and it comes to pass in the name that we're coming in, is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the whole earth is gonna know that this is true. This is true. Ain't down to no other God, ain't down to no other group. These are the men of the Lord, these are the prophets, and this is the God that did this, man. Just the same way it happened in Egypt. They knew that the Israelites were His people, right? And that Yahweh did this judgment. That's what they did know after all of that. And the rest of the region heard about what happened in Egypt, man. And they knew about our God. It's a replay of things that happened in the past, man, just on a bigger scale. That's why when it comes to remembering this judgment, it's going to surpass what happened in Egypt. We're going to have a new high holiday for this, man. So no more shall it be. Let me get that. No more. Let's see if that comes up. Yes. Right. Yeah. Jeremiah 16 and 14. Yeah, verse 14, right? So therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. For the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, okay, which is the land of America. That's where our great deliverance is going to take place. That's where the bulk of the deliverance is going to take place, man. Before those missiles destroy America, the elect out of America is going to be delivered up into the chariots, man. The Great Escape. Lastminute.com, they're gonna be dragged up there into spaceships and watch America be destroyed from above. It says so the Lord liveth that brought, because this event's gonna surpass that what happened in Egypt. Okay, that's why it says the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands where we have driven them, right? Because they're not just in America, because brothers are here in Britain, Italy, Germany, Holland, that's just in Europe. We've got brothers everywhere, Australia, you know what I'm saying? All across the world, four corners. Right? So wherever the elect are, the elect's going to be delivered, man. But the main judgment is going to be happening in America, man. All right, that great destruction. All right, it says, from all the lands where we have driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. All right. So again, that's a prophecy that hasn't been fulfilled yet. You got the small hatters over there claiming to be us, and doing all kinds of abominations in our land, right? Fighting with Palestinians or whatever, man. But this hasn't been fulfilled yet, right? So ultimately, all of them are going to get kicked out. They're all going to be destroyed because fire's going to come up on the land of Israel too, right? And destroy those Amalekites out of there, man, and the Palestinians out of there, right? Because they're not going to go untouched in this war. Best believe when Russia rolling up in the Middle East with Iran and them guys, right? Israel's going to get scorched too, right? But obviously, as we know, we're going to go back to land and rebuild, man. Well, you're going to rebuild. We're going to make you rebuild. That's going to be one of the first things you're going to be doing, apart from burying the dead. You're going to rebuild our cities. Just like you had us build yours. So yeah, you're gonna catch judgment down there, man. Okay, until the true children of Israel come back. All right. That was it on that. What's that, man? That was the point I wanted. That's fine, man. You know, it's just Esau's arrogancy, man, because he believes that he's getting closer to his goals, his plans, and he thinks these guys are rising up against him. He can deal with them. These Americans think that their military can't ever be beaten. But hey, using Afghanistan, you fucking have to retreat. You have to go home because you didn't fulfill nothing there. Didn't get no victory down there. Just a long drawn out war for no fucking reason, man. You know, well, not for no reason, but not for the reason that you're supposed to be there for. You know.
It's the book of Isaiah 14:5, which say, "The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers." And the wicked is who? Is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know? Right now he's ruling the earth, but who give him the power to rule? He's the Heavenly Father. No? And who's going to take that power away out of his hand is Most High himself, man. By sending his beloved son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. He's going to be the nightmare of Esau, Edom in the time to come, man. And the whole world, I mentioned, because he's coming to take the rulership and power and authority from these other nations, man. And he's going to put it. I mean, after he do that, he's going to take all the power and he's going to establish his rulership, man.
It's Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. And these types of clouds, man, they come with lasers, right? Because they're really chariots, man. So that every eye shall see him. The whole world is going to see he's coming. And like the prophet said, Yahweh is going to be becoming like a nightmare to these people, man. Because it's not going to be something pleasant. It's not going to be something people want when he arrives. He'll be like, no, we didn't want this. Because you believe that your Jesus is coming to collect everyone in his arms and just cuddle you and take you into, I don't know where the fuck you think you're going, into heaven. I don't know, right? Yeah, you think he's going to come down and some
shit hanging in the heaven.
Yeah, I don't know. He's going to come and grab you up and squeeze you tight and protect you and love you forever, right? But that's not what the Lord's coming to do.
Yeah, and that's not the speed of our Lord, man.
Yeah,
the Lord is the austere man. As the Bible says, he's a man of war,
and he's been waiting for the day of vengeance.
Yeah, it's not like that Lord. I mean, that white Jesus that Esau is pushing to you, man. That's soft Jesus, man.
Yeah, so when he arrives, it's not going to be what you're expecting. And when he comes, you're not going to want it. You're not going to want this guy, right? Because he's not going to come. You're not going to look at him and think like, "Oh, that's a nice." No, he ain't looking nice, man. He's looking serious. He's looking terrifying. Like the cats of those angels, man. They look terrifying. And it's not like you want to be around them. Oh shit. Shit. Yeah. What message you got today? Take it and go with it. Drop the message and leave. The man was shook. Right? But yeah, Revelation 1:7 says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him." Right? Again, giving the nod to reincarnation, showing that it exists. Because otherwise, how is that possible? How can they be him? That pierced him. Right? And all kindreds, all the families of the earth, all the nations of the earth, right, shall wail because of him. They're going to be in lamentation. Okay, they're going to be crying when the Lord turns up, man, because it's not going to feel nice, man. Fear is, you're never going to feel fear like this before. You're going to be afraid, right? The earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
Yeah, because, the Lord is not just coming to hurt people, as brother say, he's coming to kill people.
The slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain of the Lord shall be many. So a lot of people actually are going to die in the war. In the day of the Lord, man. So there's a lot of people gonna perish, and that's it's been littered,
We're gonna be like anxious, what I'm saying, when the Lord turns up, man. It's like shit, man. This is the Lord.
My life is the Lord,
Yeah,
as you say, when that comes around, find a praise on the earth.
Yeah.
So Lord, when he comes, he found us what? In a good faith, right? Continue believing in him and waiting for him,
Because we're all hoping. I mean, we're off the hope for next, man. We're hoping that we did live in that time. But until that moment takes place, we're gonna be like, shit, man. What's gonna happen? Like, fuck. We're gonna be, kind of tense. Until we're beamed up on the chariot, man. And then obviously, when we're before Yahweh Shai, man, our face is gonna be down to the fucking ground, man. Just praising him, man, praising him and the Father for the deliverance, man, for the mercy. Because I said you're not saved until you're saved. With these fucking stupid ass Christians talking about being saved, man, you're still here with the rest of us, man.
Still going to hell, bro.
Yeah,
Still catching hell. Especially in Jack,
paying high rents and shit. So you're here with the rest of us, man, catching the same problems, man. Especially for Jake. So you're not saved until you're saved, man. And so we got to endure until the end. We got to do this work until our last breath, if need be. But we got to endure until the end and finish our course, so that we hope we can deliver at the mercy. That was it. So, you want to say else there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Isaiah 14 and the 6. 5 again. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So all these nations, to begin with Esau, Edom, they're all gonna be what? Go down, man. But mainly it's Edom, because he is the one who in charge of this planet Earth right now. The whole earth has been given what? In the hand of the wicked. And who is the wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
And it's not hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Who's in charge? Who's at the top of the world right now? What's the top nation in the world? But don't get simple though and think, oh, it's fucking Biden. That's ridiculous. But the people that run America, people that run this earth, okay, these elite families, these elite banking families or whatever, right? They're the ones putting the strings from behind the scenes, man. They're the ones that put presidents in and prime ministers in office and whatever, man. Because they're super fucking powerful, super rich. The whole world runs on money, this place, man. So they're the ones putting all the strings, right? But who are they? They're of a certain race, as one might say, but you can't say it because it's forbidden, But they're Amalekites, man. They're Amalekites, man, and they run this place, But they're of the stock of Esau. These are Edomites, man. The sort of white people run this world, rule this world. Right? That's not deniable.
It's like, the image that they push around the world is what kind of image they push. To begin with, their philosophy, their political view, the what, the religion.
Everything they push is white, right?
Yeah, it's white.
So like God is white in this world, right? Yeah. Jesus is white, right? The angels is white. You go back to Roman and Greek philosophy, that's all white people, right? You don't give no credit to any other nation other than yourselves. You're Latin, we have to speak Latin, we have to speak English. If you're real like into studies, now you have to learn Latin, for certain things and whatever, right? You have to learn their culture, their way, because theirs is the best way, apparently. And that's what everybody should be aspiring to be on that level, to learn, to be like them.
The Egyptian and what?
yeah, they got whitewashed too. Yeah. Those got knocked off and all types of shit. Because Ptolemy wanted to become a pharaoh. He wanted to be in the likeness of their kings. So he named himself Ptolemy Pharaoh. He's a pharaoh, and then he got the Cleopatras of the world, but they were white women, or at least Edomites. They might have had a tan. Who knows, right? Who cares? Who gives a shit? But they were Edomites. They were Edomites, man. Before Jake get upset, like, oh man, Cleopatra. Yeah. Fuck all that shit. She was a fucking Edomite, man. Macedonian, yeah. She got married off to Mark Antony. She had a couple of relations. It was Caesar. Caesar, isn't it? Julius Caesar. Right? So she was nothing but broad. Right? And then Edomite broad at that. Okay, so let's not, and Edomites are degenerate, man. They're fucking hillbillies. So let's not give credence to them like they're some great people. Right? It's not them that made their shit great. The Most High made them do certain things in the world that made them greater than other people around them.
They're just scammers, man. Scammers.
Yeah.
They're thieves. Yeah, they're scammers. They've been stealing people culture, resources, and then identity. That's what they've been doing from the day one to this day. That's why they even, as we talk about the image, now who call themselves the people of Mosiah? How does they look like? You know, them people there in the land of Israel, they call themselves to be the people of Mosiah. They can what trait? The so-called what? These so-called white people. You know, that's what it is. You know, but they say they're the people of Mosiah. But according to the biblical uh, records and also secular records as well, oh, history, we found out the Israelites are men of God. You know, so this is just a minute. They're pushing their BS and stuff like that, man. Soon it's gonna be ended, man. You know?
That's it. The lies,
Yeah.
okay, all the scandals and the veil that's been put over this earth is going to disappear. Let me try and find that. Are you right?
I think so. The very
Yeah. It's good.
I saw it.
To be fine, covering past. Yeah. So this is Isaiah 25. Let's see. Yeah, let's get the point. Verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations, right? Because going to Job 9:24, he covered the face of the judges thereof. He saw great liars in the earth, man. He's put himself up to be the greatest alive, the GOAT. But he's just a GOAT. He's not the GOAT, he's just a GOAT, an actual fucking beast.
Counterfeit.
You know, but Alexander was a GOAT. Like in the he GOAT, right? But he's a lie, it's a fabrication of what is true, right? Like I said, he goes around these different those he takes down, he takes over their culture, takes their identities, man. Because what is he so really? He's a fugitive, trying to disguise himself in the garden, trying not to be seen by the Most High and other men, right? Because he got leprosy and all this kind of business. It's the same with Cain, right? But Cain had protection, and Esau even has this, certain protection, because
Sorry, I mean when you touch Esau,
yeah, you fucked up, man.
you fucked up. Man.
Palestinians know, they know right now. They don't fuck with Esau, man. He come with all these gadgets, man. He will take 10 times more than what you took. So he's under that spirit of Cain, right? So he has that same license as Cain, right? But he's a fugitive. He steals people's identities, right? Well, here's another one. These small hats, right?
Yeah.
When they want to disperse themselves around, different continents and stuff like that, they change their names, right? So you don't know who they are. You don't know where they came from. You think that, I mean, his last name is Smith. It's Finkelstein or something like that. But even Finkelstein might not even your fucking name.
Yeah.
Because if you're German, it might fit in Germany, so they might use certain names to fit in with the Germanic tribes and that. But he'll go and just change his name so he can hide. He's hiding, continuously hiding. He don't want to. That's why he'll never openly admit that. Yeah, we run this, we run that. They don't want to be acknowledged, man. They don't want to be put out there, being the ones behind the scenes doing all this mad shit. They're hiding while running the world at the same time. The covering cast, man, over the whole it's gonna be removed, right? And everyone's gonna see everything for what it truly is, man.
And I believe now it's like people now start seeing it because Moscow started what? He's exposing them, he's exposing of their lies and the deceit, and who he's using to expose them. He's using us and also their people, man. The whistleblowers, you may understand, those are the other entities that the Moscow is using to what? To expose Esau and his mischievous way, man.
I've got this preset here. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. So thou art filled with shame for glory. But like I said, your pride, and there's one time you boasted about all this stuff that you used to do, because how mighty and kind of cool you were, right? But now it's become like a blight on your civilization now. because the Most High has had you change the way you do things, right? And now it's not deemed okay for those things you used to do, you know. And all these things that you used to do now coming back up into the open, man. I'm really sure people are really seeing or being reminded how much of a devil you really were, or are, not even were, are, right?
People that are going to the archives, man.
Yeah.
They're pulling up all them scandalous.
See, books are good. Yeah. You know, books are good.
Yeah, man.
You know, it digs up these of dirt.
Yeah, all the wickedness, the evil, you know, that your people have done, the all off, man.
Yeah.
Not beginning with our, I mean, not only speak about Israel, but the all off, man. You know,
Your crimes are numerous, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's not almost no place on earth that's not been touched by your evilness, man. You know, that's not being recorded somewhere. And all those things that are recorded are just small, really small insights to what you were doing.
even the marine creature, man, they're suffering.
Well, yeah,
In your presence,
if
man.
they could write books,
Yeah.
if the marine life could write books, man, bro,
Yeah.
come on, man. It's so crazy, like what you're doing in the earth, even to this very day, and just pretending you're not doing that, you're wrong. You know, because from now, like, okay, let's say now, right? No, sure, it hasn't even taken long. The pandemic, right? And all the things that come out from the you know, the Max Paynes, right?
Yes.
It's not even taken long before it's come out that there's shit wrong with that. It's not taking 10, 20 years or 30, 40 years. It's always, yeah, it's happening already. Like, nah, this is wrong. This is fucked up. You know, we haven't had to wait.
And thank you, Mosiah, for the internet, man.
Yeah,
They give you the know. I mean, the
information comes quick.
yeah, the technology, so you can expose you quickly, man. You know, because back in time, like it take like, as you say, decades.
Yeah, before you find out what he was doing.
And he's gonna come and admit, yes, that was wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, because you know, nobody gonna walk. Gonna trust down.
Yeah, no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna go to the library and pick up those documents that were written, you know, by the Congress or whatever. They ain't gonna do all that, man. This science paper, you know, this professional paper. They ain't gonna read that. Most people don't fucking read. You still don't like people reading. You know, so it could be hidden away, easy. But now the internet has everything open, man. You can get anything anywhere quickly.
Yeah, even those library, you need to be some certain member of the society to access those kind of information.
And you need to know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find. Like even certain things on the internet you can't find. It's not easy to find unless you know what it is, exactly word by letter.
They control them.
Because even old books we used to go into and, you know, take little excerpts out of it, you can't find those books there no more. You can't find those certain pages that used to exist because Esau's hidden them at the 10 billionth page on Google search. You know what I'm saying? So you can't find it. You know, but they're there somewhere. You know, unless the whole thing's been taken down. But there's so much to see now because truth is hard to find, but it is here. You know, beginning with the prophets, the truth is here. You know, with this word. But like to find certain truths on the internet, there's so much fucking bullshit in there that you really have to sift. You really have to sift through it, man, and take the meat from the bones. But it's a long and arduous process, man. Given how much information on the internet, it is vast. I say a lot of it's just fucking bullshit, but truth is in there somewhere. You know? Oh, I was yeah. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink now also, this judgment, right? Because you haven't paid. You haven't paid for nothing you've done, all this wickedness that you've done. So it's your time to drink now, right?
And it's deep, man. Because the Mosiah, upholding his judgment from the time he was 10, man. To this day,
just so your drink's extra strong.
Yeah, you haven't judged you, man. No, so when he comes to judge you, it's gonna be more. It's unbearable. It's gonna be.
Yeah, man. This ain't the type of drink that's gonna put hairs on your chest, man. Nah, it's gonna melt you from the inside, man.
That's why even Cain, when he was given that. When Mosiah told me like what is gonna happen to him, he said, "Well, he cried, is it?"
Yeah, he said his judgment was greater than he could bear.
Yeah,
because he was shown something. Because it never happened to him then. It didn't happen to him then, right? And so he saw his future, or his future lion, right? His future, his seed or whatever, right? And how his lion would not, his seed, his progeny would no longer exist. He would have no tribe, no progeny, no nothing. right? Because of the crime he did, that, you know, that he slew his brother,
Yeah.
right? He really took him out of existence, you know, and that was dread to him, man. Because the earth is a lovely place, it's a beautiful place, man. You know, it has everything you could ever need to enjoy it, right? And he was not going to be a part of that no more.
Keep the soup in grapes, man.
Yeah, bro. You know,
Them grapes, man, they're sweet.
and,
So
and he's got no place on the earth anymore. And that's what ultimately what's going to happen with the end of Esau. He's not going to get to enjoy this place, right? Because this earth is not what it should be. It's far from what it should be. And in the kingdom of heaven, it's going to return to his glory, man. And Esau's not going to enjoy it one little bit.
yeah, if you, I mean, sometimes when you drink this water like straight from the tap, and maybe you have the filter, you know, that you drink water from the filter. The water from the filter tastes very, I mean, different and good and sweet, isn't it? Compared to the one straight from the tap.
Yeah, lime scale.
Yeah, lime scale stuff like it. They are very hard, you know. No, so that's what it's gonna be. This is the society we're in right now. It's like the water we drink from the tap, man. But in the
We
kingdom,
have natural filtering processes, man, you know. And we're going to take, you know, because what you taste, what makes it different, what tastes different is the minerals and the, you know, that comes from certain places. And it's different regions, it will be different. It'll taste slightly different, you know. But that's what we'll be drinking. We won't be drinking fucking Thames water, filtration, sewer system water. So that's, yeah, we won't be drinking that, man. You know, all the fluoride and all that stuff, you know. So, you know, go back to nature. Go back to nature, man. How nature intended things to be, you know.
So, yeah, even the air we breathe is just, I mean, messed up with.
Yeah.
So in the kingdom, everything is gonna be refreshed. So in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food, you know, the fruits that we're gonna be having, you know, everything is gonna be what in a good condition, man. Fresh air, you know. Even if there's another, you know, you're gonna have that.
And this is the thing, right? Esau's been trying so hard to like genetically modify everything, right? To create the perfect fucking tomato and all this sort of bullshit, right? And as much as he thinks he's like on levels and on point with it, like, yeah, I just created the greatest tomato. Ain't gonna be nothing compared to the kingdom, man. What you've tried to get is a shit version of what the kingdom is.
Mango, that's what's smart. You don't get, I mean, again, like if you,
Oh, I don't like seeds. Let's get the seeds
aroma,
out.
yes. You know, like the scent from the mango, the aroma that you don't get here, man. You know, because these mangoes are not, you know, in a good quality. You know,
Esau just making a cheap Chinese knockoff of what the kingdom is because he can't get the blessing. So he's trying to make his own, right? But it's not going to compare. And that's why when he's going to realize that when he gets to the point of being destroyed and all the greatness in the earth has been restored, it's like, I really wanted to taste that mango. I really wanted to see what it tastes. I'm bugging that. Like he's bugging that. Like shit. What does that taste like? Because he hasn't had a mango in a long time. But you know, what is that? Is wheat or something? I don't know. You know, but I imagine imagine how that tastes. Like it's divine. Like you know, and you're not gonna get to taste it. You're never gonna know what it feels like, what it tastes like,
smell like
what it smell like. You're gonna know. You know, and that's sad. That's sad because even these heathens are gonna know. Even these heathens are gonna get a taste. But Esau's not gonna get none of that, man. Like he thinks he's got good wine now. He's at least think they got good wine, right? Old ass wine. No, you ain't got the good wine. We got the good wine. Or we're gonna have the good wine.
I was saying.
Yeah, I was gonna have the good wine, man. You know, the wine is good, right? The wine is good. You ain't gonna know. And it's sad. Not that we feel sorry for you, but it's sad for you that you're not gonna experience those things, man. Because you could have just been normal. You know what I mean? Did you have to go so far with the wickedness? Well, yes, you did, because the Most High made you to be that, right? Because the Most High made you for that purpose, man. And what we supposed to do about that? What we supposed to, you know, whatever, innit? The Most High made you for that purpose.
That's why I say nobody gonna nobody gonna show feel pity of you either, man.
No,
Everyone gonna rejoice to see your downfall.
you're greatly despised. You read that.
Right.
So when your time comes, no one's gonna feel like it's unjustified. They might think, oh shit, that's kind of raw. Like what the Most High did was kind of crazy. But when you think about it, that makes sense. Kind of makes sense what the Lord did to them, you know? Because yeah, he was going around fucking everybody. You know, he was the worst guy we've ever met. you know, and so he deserves the worst judgment. So that's how people want to look back on it, man, and not miss him. So you don't need Esau. Esau thinks he's special, but he's not.
Even this, you mentioned before, this man he touch everything, you know, even the animals, the marine creature. So all these creatures, the animals, they're gonna be also against Esau. And everyone is in this corner is gonna be against Esau. So that's
I'm gonna feed it to the sharks and shit.
yeah, it's gonna be peak, man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the animals gonna fuck him up too.
Yeah.
You know, like the type, you know, because Esau like the hunting, right?
Like,
Oh, we're gonna send. See one kick the other day. The tiger was chowing down. Was it a lion or a tiger? Lion. Yeah.
what they call sport what? Animal,
Game hunting.
yeah, game hunting. But it's like a sport.
Yeah. You know, and so what now? We're gonna make sport out of you. We're gonna have these lions track you down. Yeah. See if you can defend yourself with your little hands. You know what I'm saying? You know, because men are not really fit for you know, war with animals like that. We ain't got clothes and that, but that's why we use ingenuity. You know, we create tools and devices to catch prey or whatever. But men themselves are not capable of fighting a lion. Oh, well, unless you're like, unless you're us. You know, legends. You know, we've got legends. We've got legends in the family. You know, but most men are not here to fight lions, man. Not equipped for that. But we're gonna set the lions out for you, man. We're gonna make a game out of you. We're gonna put bets on. We're gonna put bets on, man. Go see how long this either one gonna last for, man. You know, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get what you desire. Because you know, remember they always talk about, oh, I had Jake so fast in the flex track. We wish, you know, because it's because of slavery, because they're so fuckers they have to run, right? Well, we're gonna find out if that's true. We're gonna see if you develop the speed necessity that's necessary to outrun the lion. That'd be interesting. I'd be interested to see that. You know, it'd be fun. It's gonna be fun in the kingdom, man. You know,
Really fun, man. So, Bible says, the word is saying, what? You're gonna imagine what? You're gonna meditate terror, you know, upon your enemies. That's what we're gonna be, man.
Yeah.
All the time we're gonna be doing that. Yeah.
That's right. So you're back here. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The shame, right? The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spirit shall be on thy glory." So everything that you built, that you glorify in, is now becoming a burden to you, man. You know, with all the human point, look, but that was with blood money, or that was stolen, or you know, you murdered X amount of people to build here, or whatever the case may be. You know, things are getting pointed at, man. It was all wickedness. You know, and Scripture says, "Woe unto them built established a city with blood." You know, so no one's got nothing really good to say about you now. You know, but you're still trying to hold out. You're still trying to act like, you know, oh, but we're changed. We're not the same guys back then, so give us some slack and, you know, trust us. No, no one trusting you, man. No one will trust you, man.
As being written, what goes around shall come out what? I mean, as they say in the word, what goes around shall come what? Come around. The karma, is it?
Yeah,
You know?
that's right.
So it's evident, man. The energies that you push,
Shall receive back.
prepare to receive, man.
We'll grab that. The Lord is not mocked. That which man's soul shall he reap. I just want to finish this off quickly. Verse 17. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts, which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and all that dwell therein. All the violence you've been doing, man. All this blood's going to return back to you, right? Especially for against the Israelites, man. You know, that's name us as well, isn't it? That's name us as well. Read that and I'll find it.
And this is the book of Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also live. Yeah, man. So you sow in blood, and blood shall be upon you. As they say in in the book of Ezekiel, because you have not hated blood, blood shall what? Shall pursue you. You know? So that's what it's gonna be to you, Esau, man. You are marked, man. You are a marked man, man. So wherever you go, Mostia is what? He's watching you, man. You know?
Yeah.
You know, so at the end, you're gonna find out, man, how terrible our power is. That when he unleash what he say to you, man, his judgment.
This is from Amos chapter 1, verse 11. God saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Right? So there's no way of acquitting yourself or getting away from the judgment. It's not simple enough to say, oh, but that was our foreparents, or some other excuse. Some sort of way to wriggle out of judgment. There's no way to do it. Right? There's no one that's escaped the Heavenly Father. Nobody. Right? He says, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, his brother being Israelite, us. Because we're brothers. We're supposed to be brothers, man. Esau and Jacob were brothers. But you never, hey, you hate us, man, with a passion. You wanna see us down bad, and you wanna see us hurt perpetually. Right? You don't want to ever see us rise up and do good or do anything of any note. That's why you take all credit away from us. Every opportunity you can. It says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity. Now, when it's our turn, we got the whip and the sword in our hands. You're going to want the pity. You're going to want mercy from us. But you never showed it to us, man. How can you receive what you never gave? You were crying about, oh, but that's wrong. Yeah, it was wrong. You're right. It was wrong. But now it's your turn to make that wrong right. But there is such a thing. Esau comes out with things, oh, you too wrong, can't make it right, just to absolve himself, just to get himself out of the picture. It don't have to happen to us. Oh, we're better people now. We should want better things. So we shouldn't be angry. Anything you can say to kind of deter us away from justice, you'll say it. But yet you still want to apply it to yourself. So the Most High is going to apply it to you. He's going to make you go through what you've done, man. Right?
So the book of James 2 and 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that has shown no mercy.
So how can you complain? How can you beg? I mean, you're going to beg anyway. It's natural, isn't it? It's instinctive to beg, isn't it? When your life's on the line, of course you're going to do that, isn't it? But how can you really sincerely believe that you're going to receive mercy from us, man? It's something you're not going to receive from us, man, after what you've done to our people. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. And that's why you run and hide from all the atrocities that you've done. You don't want to face them. Don't want to pay for them.
The judgment, I mean, the justice must be established, man. Because you can't just have one side is, let's say
Unbalanced.
and you can't have unbalanced justice, man. You need to balance everything. So right now, Esau, the amount of evil that they've done is all the way up, man.
Yeah.
So we need to balance it, man.
Balance the disturbance in the force is not balanced.
Yeah, the scale need to be balanced,
And the worst thing is, Esau is such a hypocrite, right? Because he puts himself at the top of justice, right? He's the authority of justice. He's got the highest court in the land of justice. But he's the biggest fucking hypocrite. He's the one that needs judgment. But who can judge him? No one on earth. So it's easy for him to be that, because no one can hold him accountable. But the Most High is the great judge, and He's gonna hold you accountable, man. That's what we're saying. We believe in the Lord's judgment. We believe it just. We believe that you deserve the punishment you're receiving, man. You deserve it. Now you might feel like you don't deserve it. But no one cares. That's what I'm saying. No one cares what you think. The Most High is the one that's judging.
We are telling your crimes like that, right?
Yeah.
But we understand the judge who's gonna come to judge is the Heavenly Father, using His beloved Son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right? From the word you ignorant call Him Jesus Christ. He is the one who's gonna come and judge this world, your word, your hate, your time, and you're gonna find out the evil that you have done around the world, all that is gonna be recompensed, man.
Yep.
You're gonna pay, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So our job is to tell you, that's it.
That's it. As you spoke earlier, you're going out into the earth, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily for your benefit, right? To help you in any way, just to tell you, man. Whether you hear or forbear, it's just to tell you, to let you know. Just like Noah let those guys know about the flood. It didn't benefit them, though. You know, that's another scripture. You know,
Yeah, they were judged.
yeah. But I was finish this. What you grab that. I'm gonna finish this off. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cause of all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. So this anger that you've had is so deep rooted in you, man. You hold it even this day, and you're on top. You actually hear all the shit, man. And how does you got us underneath you, man? You still fucking angry. You still haven't got enough because you know you still haven't really got what we're promised. What you've got is some tiny little thing, and you know inside that you're missing things, man. You're empty inside, you know. And that's why you think like if I get everything, maybe I feel whole. Maybe I feel like I've really been blessed. No, you ain't gonna receive no blessing, man. It's everything you've done has become a curse unto you. You know, it's not gonna benefit you, man. Right? And you're gonna have to sit back and watch while the Israelites get blessed. You know, beyond measure. Because you think, you know, you at least, man, you think you're fucking rich, you think you've got everything you want, right? Even though it's never enough, but you've got a lot, right? You've got a lot of things. People look up to you and think, shit, man, this guy's rolling in the dough, you know? But it's nothing. Nothing in comparison to what we're gonna have. The lowest Israelite in the kingdom is gonna have more than what these elites have. Well, yeah, anything now is immeasurable.
Yeah, eternity is just immeasurable.
You know, so yeah, you ain't got none of that, man. You know, you got the bodies. You know what I mean? These Edots are weak as hell. Smith is no, Mr. Burn. Yeah, they're Mr. Burn motherfuckers, man. They ain't got the spiritual power. They ain't got the body. They ain't got the rights. They ain't got nothing. They got nothing going for them, man. Oh, they got a stiff suit. So they got a stiff suit and a Bentley, private jet maybe, boat. Oh, you know what I mean? Like to us, you know, to people down here, that sounds like yes, man, that's amazing. They got a mansion and that.
Yeah, which those jets, those cars, they crash every day, man. So the technology that we're gonna have, man.
Yeah,
so we're gonna.
We don't even need a plane.
Yeah, we're gonna lie. If we, I mean, you know, sorry, we have that. I mean, we're gonna have actually, you know, vehicles, because vehicles. We're not gonna be crushed because we're gonna be attached with those vehicles, man. The speed is going to be controlling those vehicles.
We have chariots. Yeah. We can fly. We can fly. Yeah. We ain't gonna. Yeah. We ain't gonna crash and fly. You know. Esau is so carnal. Like what we're gonna receive is gonna be greater than anything Esau's ever been able to do here, ever. You know.
Yeah. Messiah just giving. As you say, man,
limited abilities.
Yeah, the gifts,
on a carnal level with these sciences and that. It's a limited abilities, man. It's not the full knowledge of anything, you know, because like I say, anything the Most High has given him in terms of knowledge and to create things and that is limited, and it often doesn't work the way it really could do. Like everything that Esau creates has a destructive downside to it.
Yeah, they crash.
They crash. Yeah. You know, take it out of the sky because you ain't meant to be out there, man. You know,
they're not allowed, man. So, there's some Rams and say, you know, Esau are not permitted to go, right? You know,
he meant to be in the pit.
Yeah, so we
ain't outside the pit. Yeah. You're in the cave.
Yeah, Lord, we're gonna be going to another planet, right? You know, so we're gonna go to the other dimensions, right? You know, which you never been. You wish to be in.
Yeah, man, searching the cosmos for different planets and wormholes and black holes and all this type of stuff, you know. But you're never gonna get to experience none of that
because you don't know the way around there. So we're gonna have this way around there, not the word, man, because it's gonna be programmed. Because this earth is actually, you know, it's ours. You know, it's the Lord, and what the Lord have is ours actually. You know,
yeah, Lord has seen it fit to share it.
Yeah,
you know, because obviously we never obtained it of our own selves. Yeah. You know, we're not really deserving of it, really. But the Lord has sorted His great mercy to share it with His brethren, beginning with the elect,
the joint heir.
You know, because the thing is, we're not just anybody. You know, the elect spirits are not just anybody, man. They are family. They are friends of Yahushua. Even Yahushua called the disciples his friends. They're not just any people, right? And this is why, you know, the Lord, you know, is special among us, man. Right? He's receiving the kingdom, but he's even going to share it with his friends. You know, we're not just any guys on the planet. You know,
elected as the first spirit created, man. I mean, after Yahweh, the elected were what? Those other spirits were created, man. So they are two brothers to Yahweh Shai, as the brother said, man. You know?
like you imagine when these celebrities, when they get money and stuff like that, they bring people with them, innit? They bring certain guys up and up with them to share with their success or whatever. It's the same thing with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is bringing his family, his friends, his brethren to share in his dominion. You know, for us to enjoy it, man, because that's what you say, the world is made for our sakes. But the only person that was able to achieve it for us was Yahweh Shai. Right? And didn't have to share it. But that's what's gonna happen, man. The Lord's gonna put crowns upon our heads, right? And we're gonna rule with him.
Yeah, as you say, man. Yeah, as you say, it's beautiful, man. And they also you say, like in the book of Luke, 19:27, those who are my enemies, who don't want me to rule over them, bring them either, so you can slay them, and that's what it's gonna be. No, majority of these people of the world, they don't want Yahweh Shai to rule, man. You know, no,
We're the only ones that do.
Yeah,
because we know it's for us.
Benefit, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
When the Yahweh Shai comes, they ain't gonna want the Lord. They're like, no, please no.
Yeah.
You know, because they know what time it is, man. Because the Lord coming to rule with severity.
Yeah. So
the rod of iron. That's right.
Yeah. So only righteousness is gonna be known on the earth, and who as a man gonna help him to do so? Yeah. It's not as if we want help, but the people who gonna help him are those hopeful elected, man. You know, to help him establish his rulership, man. You know, to establish order on the earth, man. You know, right now there's no order. You know, wherever you go, it's just what everything is turned upside down. You know, there's confusion going on around the world, right? You know, so when we come to you, when Yahweh come to you, you know, alongside his men, the elect, the order is going to be established again. Like now, you see, women are ruling the society, man. You know, so it's going to be turned back to the rightful way, man. You know,
That's right. That's what these scriptures here. Revelation 2:25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So that's what Yahweh Shai is going to share with his brethren, man. Right? To rule over the nation with rigorous rulership. You know?
we're going to be in the same mind. What you want, we're going to.
We are totally on board.
Yeah.
Totally on board, man. You know, and this is the thing that kind of bugs me out, but it makes you think about these Christians. Like when they talk about the Lord coming back, where's this part? Where's the rule? They never talk about rulership. They never talk about rulership, man. It's like we doing.
We talk about the Lord when he's coming to kill people.
Yeah,
they're not with him. Huh? We're gonna be with the Lord, man.
They don't ever talk about having a rod of iron and smashing people. Like they don't ever talk about that. But that's here, and that's what the Lord's gonna bring. You know. It's only us that ever talk about that because really the rulership is for us. It's not for them. That's why I ain't talking about it. You know, it ain't for these Edomites and these wacky people that are in a Christian church or whatever. And Jay that in the church don't even believe in. Don't believe in this word anyway. They believe in these Edomites version.
As we said, as you said before, these people, to begin with, even the judge, the two side of our people, they actually don't want the Yahweh to rule. They've been doing that since when he was in the sin. 2,000 years ago, they've been doing the same thing.
They want their king to be Caesar.
Yeah, they
want Esau.
Yeah, that's what they want even now. They want Esau to continue to rule this earth, to continue to oppress them.
But they think they're being righteous and holy by forgiving them.
Yeah.
But the Lord is not forgiving them. That's why the Lord's coming to bring judgment. So how can you be more holy than thou? You're not. Just because you feel like, you've forgiven Esau for his past crimes makes you righteous and that you're going to be saved because of that. That's bugged out, man. That's a bugged out doctrine that Esau taught you. The so-called white man, your oppressor, taught you that doctrine. You know? Because it's convenient for him. It's convenient if you just forget about his crimes. Oh, don't hate the white man. He's changed. Everyone deserves mercy. No, not everyone deserves mercy. Not everybody's going to get mercy. Where'd you get that from? That's not in the scriptures. There's people on this earth that are going to get no mercy. You know? Esau is definitely one of them. Though, hey, though Esau, he came from the tears, right? There's no place of repentance for him, man. So why are you worried about him for? Oh, okay. Yeah, so Revelation 2 and 25 again. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come, and he not overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. To him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. Now, that doesn't sound nice. But this is what Yahushua is coming to do. He's coming to bring that power, give that power to us to do that. Right? Because he said, even as I received of my Father, because it was given to him first. Right? So when Yahushua comes to rule, he's not coming to rule with love. You know? My Little fucking pony shit. You know, he's not coming to do that. He's coming to bring judgment, man, and wrath upon the earth. Okay? But he's got his officers, man. He's got his brothers out there to rule and do the same with him. You know? And that's why it's a fearful thing. That's right. You don't really want Jake to wake up. You don't really want Jake to be in their right spirit. You know? Because when Jake in the right spirit and they know what's good, they know they're gonna fuck you up, man. Well, that's terrible. That's terrible news to Esau. Because he knows what he's done. I mean, he knows that we're gonna want to do more. And we will do more.
That's why Esau is happy to see our people still in the war.
Fighting each other. And
yeah, fighting each other.
Strung up on drugs and whatever.
Yes.
You know, kissing his ass. Yeah. We don't mind that.
Yeah, that's why they promote this degenerate women, you know, pushing wickedness in the music and you know. So
to get dumbed down and distracted, man. It's just destroyed as a people.
Yeah. What's our people? I mean, especially the men of our people, what they think about is putsch, man. That's what it is. Yeah, because of the music that Esau been pushing, witchcraft, man. You know, they don't think as a rulers, man, of the world to come. You know? So,
because we need to be upgrading, man, like big time. You know, but it starts with this gospel, man. It starts with this truth to change the spirit. Like we still, even from this position that we're in now, we're going to be upgrading further. But we're going to be made perfect, right? But Jake, we're in a low condition, man. And Jake needs to elevate themselves, man. You know, they need to get their minds right, man. Because here it is, you're meant to be sons of God. But you don't like, I don't know. How would you even describe Jake? You're just fools, man. You're
about to lose the world. You know? You're about to lose this.
Like sons of beasts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but you think about women only, man.
It's bad. It's sad when you see Jake the way they are, man. You know, but they think that's normal. They think that's okay. It's not okay, man. We're sons of God. Like that's come on, bro. There's no such great honor like in the earth but you're acting like fucking degenerates, man. I know Esau's got his part to play in it, obviously. But Jake had their, you know, they ain't fucking helping themselves, man. Let's be real about it. You know? But that's why they need to be destroyed. So that's the only way for them to really get back in the right mind, is to be destroyed, because they can't receive this truth. They're too far gone. Most I don't want those ones. Most I've got is that they're gonna, you know, give this truth too. But through the elect, the rest of the nation can be delivered. You know?
They're gonna come back in the last mind.
That's right.
Kingdom,
you know? Yep. That's it. You know, and so we you know, like we should say, we wait for the restoration of Israel. Because it's not just us; it's the whole nation. But we need healing, man. You know, but it just starts with the elect. You know, it started with Yahushua and the elect, and the elect are gonna, you know, like I said, bring forth the rest of the kingdom, man. You know, and we're all gonna be blessed from that point on. You know, there ain't gonna be one fucking crazy Jake out there, man. Not one. No, not one Jake strung up on drugs somewhere. No, not one crazy aunt. Right? We're all gonna be in our right minds, man, doing well. You know, imagine that. You just walk down the street, you see your brother doing good, man. Not a fucking crack addict or some fucking gangbanger. You know, fucking doing harm to people. They ain't doing that. He's doing right. Every brother you meet is doing right. That's a beautiful sight, man. That's a beautiful vision that we can't wait to see. You know?
Yeah, and that's been always with the prophets, man. You know, the prophets of Mosiah, they always look, I mean, they feel Peter who is their people, man. You know, they want their people to be what? in a good mindset, a good state, you know. But the rest of Jets, man, you know, they don't want to see good for themselves, man. You know, they want to be mad at each other, killing each other. I mean,
Steal from each
yeah,
other,
stealing from each other. I mean,
stealing each other's women and
yeah,
shit.
that's all they want, man.
Get drunk and get into fights and shit, and do some crazy dumbass shit. You know, and like I say, it's disturbing to watch, really, man. Like it makes you ashamed. It makes you ashamed.
Yeah,
You know that these are your people, man.
You saw it.
You know,
Yeah, even back in time when you come in the truth, you know, you see I mean, even before when you see the condition of your people, sometimes even the tear want to come out, man. You know?
and I say even the prophets and that they were in mourning like for the condition of Israel.
Yeah.
You know, Israel is one of those, man. You know, it's pleading to the Lord like, what's going on, man? You know, because we see the same things. Because it makes everyone, it makes us all look bad, man. Because the rest of the world is looking at these fucking bug out Jakes and just thinking, yeah, this is black people. Yeah, these just niggas, man. Yeah, look how fucking wild they are. But that's not who we are. Like, we're great people. You know what I mean? We're great people, but right now we're just so far from being great. You know, that is it's saddening. You know, and that's why we can't get on right now because Lord's elevated us into a different plane right now. You know, but you're left in the dirt, in the mire. You know, fighting each other and shit, man. You're doing craziness, right? But as a collective, we can't be together. You know,
on the way to the, I mean, coming here, camping, you know, you're on the train and stuff like that, changing here and there. You see Jakes, isn't it? You know, Jakes around, you know, you see Jakes, I mean, Jakes, I mean, in this, I mean, mindset, man. You know that they pull them shoulder down, you
little
know,
batty.
yeah, them pants, and they pants and popping out, you know. So people are watching, man. And you walk with them like, you know, man,
I mean, we feel the same way. We look at you like, what the fuck, man? You fucking idiots,
yeah,
man.
you're walking in front of people, man, walking on the stairs and stuff like that.
And I've never looked at that thinking that was cool. I've never seen it as
It's
cool.
never cool, man.
It's inconvenient. You can't run. You can't do. You got to fucking hold you.
Yeah.
You know. But we know where it goes back to. That goes to the whole prison system, man. And that's just battyisms, man. Like I don't even know why Jake is doing that on the street, unless they're batty. I don't know. But it's like people look at it and just thinking like these are just degenerates, man. We look like the worst people on the planet because of things like this. But we're meant to be the greatest of people. You know, Jake always complaining about all the bad shit that happened, but you're propagating that same shit. You know, you're not helping. You give people reason to not like us.
Yeah, that's why we stand
You know?
here to warn you.
Yeah.
You know, to warn you, to tell you, you know, to change from your wicked behavior. You know, it's not as we are so perfect.
No.
You know, we are all trying. You know, we've all been in the same what condition, right? We are in the same condition in terms of causes, but Mustia is what?
You got to make steps to do better.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what that's happening to us. We've been given this way and made steps to be better.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not doing certain things we were doing back in the world or whatever. You know, cast away certain things, man.
We all sin and come short of the glory of the Heavenly Father, but we try, you know, to do better, to live according to the righteousness of the Heavenly Father, man.
Yeah. You start with a belt. You know, that should be a commandment. You know, don't eat swine, wear a belt. That's what we need to do, man. Shit. You know? Nah, man, but you know, for real though, like, you know, we need to be better. And the law is the path to make us better. This law is part of that, even though we're not here to keep it 100%, do the best that we can with it. But it is a step in the right direction. You know, keeping these laws is a step in the right direction, man. You know, and it pleases the Heavenly Father that you're making effort. You know, these J out here, most of them ain't making no fucking effort, man. These people make excuses for their wickedness, like, oh, eating pork and shit. You know what I mean? But they're things you can easily not do. They're written here in the scripture for you to follow. But Jake don't give a shit, man. Jake just want to do what they want to do. They're fully being controlled by their own lusts.
The goat, you know? the goat, the lamb, the cow, they are sweet, man.
So much, yeah. So much different foods you can actually eat that are nice.
And you just done, I mean, you want to justify pork, man. That's wickedness, man. You know?
And the thing is, Jake can make anything taste nice as well.
Yeah.
Right? And so you don't need to eat the pork anyway.
Yeah.
Let's be real about it. Yeah. The chicken and the cow and the lamb. You know, yeah, it's easy, innit, for Jake. Just deal with that, innit? You know. But you know, Jake just don't care, man. Jake don't be, and this is the problem. Because it's the same kind of dudes that were coming out of Egypt, man, that are just being rebellious. But then one of this, even though they see and hear certain things that we be speaking and whatever, they're too far gone, man. And they're just gonna complain, they're gonna be rebellious until they're all destroyed. You know? And only the righteous are gonna remain. You know? And at that point in time, it's only Caleb and Joshua. You know? But the rest of the people were destroyed in the wilderness, man.
Yeah, right now it's fun and games, no? Like that's why they what is I mean they do this podcast here and the what these debates, you know, the Egyptology and stuff like that. Yeah. But now it's fun and game, man. One, it's gonna come to the past, man. All what we have, all this that we have said, it's gonna come to pass, and it's gonna what? It's gonna be too late, man. You know, it's not gonna be room for you to repent. You know, the room to repent is now. The time of mercy is now. The time of grace, Salat, the time of grace is now. You know, so right now is a time to find the Lord, man, before it's too late. You know.
Yeah, you know, because having the word that's gonna come at some point.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not gonna be able to access this knowledge, this truth on the internet or on the street.
Even those debates that they've been doing, they're gonna be going try to search. Maybe they're gonna find some information, but it's gonna be it's gonna be it's gonna block you. No, it'll block you and wipe them out. You know, even now our video's been taken down. You know? So how much it's gonna be as we approach the end? Man? That's it.
You know, and that's the last thing you want, man. You know, seeing things happening, you got no answers for it. But now you're just left out there in fear. You know, but knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time. And this is what we're gifted with. That's why when these things happen, it's not that. I mean, yeah, it's going to be tense, no doubt, but it's not going to bug us out to the fact like we don't know what the fuck's happening. We don't know what's going on. We're gonna know very well what's going on. You know, so we're gonna have a soundness of our mind in that time. You know, even though there's gonna be hard times ahead, you know, we're gonna move with faith in that time, knowing what the outcome of all of this is gonna be. You know?
Yeah, as now, I may not say that, you know, like there's a time you're gonna come famine of the word. Also, you're gonna be famine of food, you know, as it's been littered, you know, and a lot of people are gonna die in starvation, you know. But the elect of Messiah is gonna be provided with food. They're gonna be guided where to find the next meal, man. While you, our Israel, are suffering, you know, and the petrified, man. You know, because your children are crying, your women is pounding you with words in your head. Where is food? You know? But the electors are gonna be alright, man.
Because we're worried. Yeah. You know, we're not gonna be worried. We're not even a bit hungry. We're not gonna be worried.
We're gonna be able to take maybe 2 days, 3 days, you know, without food. But we know at the end Moses is gonna provide it. You know. But you other judge, you know, the two said you don't even condition yourself like now, you know, you haven't even conditioned yourself, you know, and all this go back to the Heavenly Father. He's the one who conditioned us, man. To the end, we're gonna be able to enjoy some stuff, man.
That's it, man. So that so when that time comes, you know you can go without food. You know, because it is mostly mental.
Yeah, man.
It is mostly mental. You know, let's be honest about it. Like, because your body's used to eating, like your body, you know, it's like a pattern it goes through, right? So like, oh, I should be eating now. So you feel hunger pain, you feel a bit hungry. Oh, okay, I'll eat now because you're used to doing that. But once you go break those barriers, the body kind of starts resetting itself, and so it starts to do it without having the food. And so the only thing that's really stopping you is mentally, like, oh, I want to eat. You know, that's what it is. So if there's no food, you can deal with it. You know, like I said, you can survive without food for quite a while, man. You know, so it's doable. You know, it's water you've got to be more concerned about, I guess. You need water more often. But even then, Most High provide, because even in the wilderness, right, the Lord had Moses crack the rock, and water came out the rock. You know, and obviously, like, it wasn't just any water, but it fed it quenched the thirst of the whole congregation. You know, so it wasn't no little trickle thing. There's a lot of water coming out of there, man. You know, they all got their fill. You know, and so we have to remember these things in that time because miracles gonna happen. Miracles gonna happen again.
Yeah, that's the saying. Like, you shall not live by bread alone.
That's right.
You know, but by every word that comes from the
Receive out the mouth of the heavenly Father. That's right.
So we're gonna be sustained with the what? With the wisdom alone. Man. We're gonna be able to maneuver around by the spirit empowered by the heavenly Father. You know?
Because everything's in the power of the heavenly Father at the end of the day, man. If he wants you to feel hungry, you'll feel hungry. If you don't want you to feel hungry, you won't feel hungry. If he wants you to be satiated by some small meal, you'll be satiated. Most I can do anything, man. Nothing's at the roads of at the roads of possibility. Impossible. Yeah, nothing's impossible. That's what I'm trying to say. You know? So just have faith in that. Just believe in that, man. And we'll get through. We'll get through it, man. You know? Let me just read this. This is Isaiah 65. So verse 12, right? So therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer, and when I spake, you did not hear. And so right here, pushing this truth out there, this guys here, obviously, right, that want to do the right thing and follow in the ways of the Heavenly Father, right, and His Son. And you got those that reject this word, didn't want to listen, didn't want to accept it, didn't want to believe it. Okay, so it's all going to come down for them, right? It says, when I called, you did not answer, and when I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes. You carried on doing the wickedness, didn't repent, right, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Right? So we got special privileges being service to the Lord. You know, in a time of famine and trouble and things like that, we're going to be protected, we're going to be provided for. You know, whereas those that didn't want to be the servants, didn't want to listen, didn't want to, repent, they're not going to be fed. They ain't going to get looked after. You know, and that's the majority of our people. You know, that's why it's the time of Jacob's trouble. The Lord is going to lead them out there, man, to experience all that evil that's going to come to the maximum level. You know? It says, behold, my servants shall drink. So again, there's the water, right? You know? The fluids, liquids, right? But ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, right? So even in those tense times, man, because we know the Lord is protecting us, is provided for us, man, we're going to be happy.
Yeah, glorifying Messiah.
Man. That's right.
You know, when this time of the food, you know, you're gonna glorify Messiah, so we're gonna be happy, you know, in those times. But you said you're gonna be going around days and days until you die, you know.
Yeah. You know, not knowing what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, you're gonna be mourning all the time.
Yeah. You know, it's because there's no hope. You ain't got the hope. Right? Because even though all this is going to be happening to us, you know, the Lord's going to be providing for us, man, but we're going to be thinking about all the promises, man. We're going to be thinking, like, we're close now. We're getting closer, you know? And so, you know, the end is near. So this is going to make us more happy, you know? We just have to endure it. We have to firm it, man. Like I said, it's not going to be an easy thing, but just know that with enduring, man, comes the glory, you know? And so everything that's happening is all according to what we believed in. So that just boldens, boosts our faith, boosts our trust in the Lord. You know? Whereas those without this truth, without hope, they're going to be in despair. You know, because that's the opposite of hope, is despair. They're not going to know. They're going to be concerned, not knowing what's going to happen, you know, going forward.
Yeah, they're going to trust in Esau. And that's going to be their what? It's going to be a trap, you know? It's going to be a snare to them. Because they're going to be going to Esau, and Esau is going to present them with what? With a solution, the technology, you know. And once, if they accept, which they're going to do it, you know, in order to eat, they're going to have to accept the technology, and then what? Messiah is going to what? It's going to unleash.
Well, they already trialed all that stuff during the pandemic. Like you had to have, make sure you had your passport thing or whatever, your clear status or whatever it was, you know, to go to certain places, go to the stores and buy anything there. They'll just take it one step further or two steps, however many steps further it is. They'll just bring it to the point where you need to have that the MOTB, the CHIP, to enter or to purchase. You know, if you haven't got it, if they scan you and you ain't got it, you ain't coming in, or you ain't getting this, you ain't receiving this. You know, yeah, sure. You know, you ain't got no credits because there's no money because you ain't got no credits on your chip. You ain't getting nothing. You know, go back, go home, or whatever, whatever the situation will be. You know, but you're not gonna be able to buy or sell without it.
They'll be crying, oh, I have children, stuff
Yeah,
like that. You know, I have mouths to feed.
yeah.
You know, so the solution they're gonna give is to take it or go home.
Yeah.
It's the book of Revelation 13 and 16. And he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that's gonna be the what? A device that's gonna put it under your under your skin or in your body. You know? Which is gonna come in a form of RFID microchip. Yeah? As it goes on to say, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You know? So without that, let's say again the device, you know, in the time to come, that's what Esau what Esau is preparing. You're not gonna be able to function in the society. Man. You're not gonna be able to go and buy to receive your medical what medication. I mean, you're not gonna receive your medication and all these things, man. You know, unless you have that thing.
Esau's gonna have to go by the balls, man.
Yeah.
Right? He's gonna have them in a very uncomfortable situation, man. Because most people wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want to have a thing, a chip inserted inside them where they can be monitored all the damn time. You got some idiots, freaks that want to do stuff like that, but majority of people on this planet don't really want that. But they're not gonna have much choice. Because that is gonna be the only way. Because they don't believe in this word. So the only other option is Esau. Right? And so they're going to feel very uncomfortable, but they have no choice. They need to eat, they need to feed their kids and all that kind of stuff. They need to. Otherwise, we're going to die. You know, and it's the same things before the famine came or during the famine in Egypt that the people were saying because they had no more money for bread. Right? And so what they were saying was, why should we die in your sight? Do something. Buy our lands. Buy us. They're going to put themselves into slavery just so that they can eat. So it's the same situation that's going to occur in this place again, you know, because they ain't going to want to die, and they're going to feel like it's just government's responsibility to stop them from dying. So when they offer them, you know, the mark, right? They're going to accept, right? Because they need to eat, right? They don't care about all the privacy shit no more. They ain't going to care about none of that, man. Like, which has been the goal all the time, right? Because every time there's been like a terrorist attack or whatever going on, they've taken liberty away, you know, and people are giving it up because they want to feel more safe.
So besieging.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, Esau is besieging the people.
Yep.
Without themselves knowing, man. You know.
They're setting the snare.
Yeah.
You know, and people are going to give in to that eventually. They're going to be broken by it. You know, and they're going to accept it. You know, you might as well read chapter 14. You know, we mentioned it earlier. But like I said, trusting in Esau, trusting in the enemy, the wicked, is the very thing you shouldn't be doing. Because he's going to lead everyone to destruction. You know, to share in the destruction that he's going to receive. You know, because it's not going to save your life. The scripture speaks about those that should seek to save their life should lose it, and those that shall lose their life for my sake shall receive it. You know, but it sounds very contradictory. It sounds backwards. Because it sounds backwards because you feel like you're doing the opposite of what you should be doing, right? But trusting in the Lord is going to ultimately grant you life, right? But trusting in Esau, which he's offering you life, is going to bring you death because of the judgment that's written, you know.
So book of Revelation 14 and 9. 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
So you believe in Esau and his system, which is going to be a new system. This is what he's developing, a new world order. It's going to be a new system. Digital one, yeah. He'll give offer you the digital thing, you know. Regular always bought for the air, but this one going to be put in your hand. And it's going to be like a brand or a mark to certify that you belong to him. You know, so you accepted his image and his mark. Okay, what's going to happen?
It's like a sacrifice by blood, isn't it? Because once that thing is pissing you off, when they piss you, the blood come out.
Yep.
So you make it void. Wow.
Covenant, yeah. Covenant with Esau.
The same shall drink of the wine of the lust of Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
So it's like the chick got GPS.
Yeah.
It's like you got a GPS target for a missile, man. You know, but you're gonna be, you know, in the land of America especially, you're gonna be in the land of fire. You're gonna be on fire in America. You know, everybody that's there is gonna get burned. You know, only those that are coming out of the land of America are the elect of Israel. You know, so you're gonna be tormented with fire. Yeah.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up to ever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name.
Right, so it's not going to end up saving you, even though you think that's what is going to save you. Only you're going to be destroyed by that, because hey, the Lord, He don't like faithless people. All right, so those that don't show faith, man, they're going to be destroyed. Right, and a lot of our people are going to do that. They're going to take that chip, you know, because they lack that faith. They don't depend on the Lord in the time of trouble. Right, so they're not going to be defended. You know. That's right. You grab that one. Yeah. You know. Actually, yes, grab that. Yeah. Need you. 31 and 1.
It's the book of Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
Right, so they're not seeking the Holy Father, right? They're seeking Esau because they believe in his ability to keep them safe. Right? But like I said, it's going to come at a great cost to you. Right? Everything about you, they're going to have data, they're going to have it. You know, they're going to control you in every aspect of your life. You know, and not only that, you're going to get the sores and the boils, the cancers from this technology, because it ain't meant to be in the body. It doesn't belong there. Right, so it's going to come with a lot of downsides, man. But you know, people are going to kind of trade that off with food they can eat. You know, or they're being protected in a certain area or whatever. You know, because outside is crazy, like not like the purge, crazy, just crazy shit going on. You know, so they ain't going to want to be out there. They're going to want to be in a secure facility. You know, detention camps or wherever the case may be. Mm-hmm. You know, with basic shit, you know.
It's chemical. That's a feed. That's a food that the East is gonna feed you, man. What this? I mean, laboratory food as well.
It's gonna be, you know what them army soldiers get in it? They get like a liquid bag or some shit.
You know, like
it's like a drink.
Yeah,
drink.
Lab drink.
Yeah.
The meat from the lab, man.
It's all the nutrients in there.
Yeah.
Just in the drink. Doesn't get better.
Yeah.
So you don't know because Esau's diabolical, man. You won't even get a decent meal. You don't even get a decent meal, man. You just told everything for nothing. But yeah, you know. So I people are going to trust in Esau in that day, you know, and accept his mark. And what you're declaring right there is that Esau is your master. Esau is your God, your power, you know. But the men of the Lord, they're going to make a somewhat more crazier decision, you know. They're going to trust in the Lord, a power that they've never seen, you know. Something we've already read in the book, because that's crazy, right? Because it's just a book, right? No, we're going to trust in the power of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you know. And we're going to believe in the things that are written here and the things that he had done in past time and in present time. And in the future at that point, we're going to believe what he's going to do, right? We're going to believe that he can protect us in that time. And those that trust in him shall be protected, man, and not be destroyed. You know, that's what we're going to do, man. Lord willing. You know, we are the elect. Lord willing, that's what we'll do. You know, because there's a reward for believing in the word of the Lord, man. You know, so whereas you're going to be destroyed at the end of it, okay, we're going to be rewarded, man. We're going to be delivered and saved. You know, that is going to be the reward for our faith.
Among one of the rewards is what? Spiritual powers, man. So the men of Mosiah are going to be what? Given the spiritual power in these last days, man. You know? Now when the Esau army is coming to drag you jets, you two set of jets, you know, and you people of the word, you know, because Esau is going to come down with a what? A great lot, knowing that he have a short time. So he's going to come with his army, you know, and the elect is going to be what? It's going to be given spiritual power to overcome the army of Esau, you know. You know, we're going to be able to learn without getting tired, you know. You know, some brothers may do other miraculous, you know, stuff from things, you know, out of this world, man. So, yeah, so things gonna be intensified, but the elector is always gonna be at the what? At the protection of the Heavenly Father, man. You know?
Just trying to think of something.
Can I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Uh, Yet also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. And the house of evildoers is Esau Edom and the so-called white people to begin with what? With America itself, man. You know? So and those who help Esau to flourish his agenda are who? Are the Israel, the two sides of the nation of Israel, you know, to begin with those pastors in the churches, you know, and everyone that who is in line with the agenda of Islam, man, you know. So you're all gonna be what? You're gonna be destroyed, man. Moshe is gonna put evil upon you, man. You know. Oh, as the Zohar say, now the Egyptian are men and are not Moshe.
So Esau is just a man. He can't really provide you with safety. He doesn't have the means to do that because he can die and bleed too. You know, he's not infallible. He's not perfect. All right. So going to him for help, yeah, it's a risk. You know.
And their horses fresh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is helped shall fall down.
So himself, Esau, and those that are joined to Esau. See, Esau is going to destroy it. You know. Yeah.
And they all shall fall together.
Yeah. It's all fall together, man. So that's what happens when you trust in the wicked. When you trust in man, you know, and not the Most High. Because the Most High is the one that's in control. He's the cause of everything that's happening.
So wouldn't it be, wouldn't it make more sense to be on that side, so you can make sure things don't happen to you, that you can be covered by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Wouldn't that make more sense? Because Esau is not in control of any of these things.
He's been controlled himself.
Yeah, he's nothing but a puppet on the string.
Yeah, and say the deceiver and the deceived are his. So Messiah is in control of both. The deceiver and the deceived. Most of you people of the world have been deceived by who? By Esau. And Messiah is using Esau to deceive you people. Right? So he's gonna destroy Esau and you.
That's right. That's why the Most High is all powerful, man. There's nothing outside of his influence. Everybody's playing their roles according to his demands, his will. So everything is orchestrated over by the Heavenly Father, no matter how you cut it. And so we will side with that power. You know what I'm saying? We're going to side with that power. Now you can only believe that if you have faith, because most people will believe, oh, there's no one doing that. There's no God doing that. But that's because he hasn't revealed himself yet to you. But these prophecies are those signs, that he's in control. Right? Esau can't prevent his destruction. He can't prevent the things that are going to come up on the earth. Right? Even if he thinks he's the one orchestrating it, he's laying a snare for himself. I'm trying to find it actually. It's Jeremiah 50 and verse 24. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. So Esau thinks he's the one in control, right? He's setting up all these plans and these traps for the whole earth to fall into. But he set himself up. He doesn't even know that. He's not even been careful enough to see that he's in the trap. He's in the trap himself, right? It says, and thou was not aware, but thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord had made you do that. And it goes on to say, and the Lord have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation, which are these missiles, right? These nuclear missiles, right? But this is the work of the Lord Yahweh. Whose work is it? It's the Most High's work. It's not Esau's work. Everything that's happening on the earth is the Most High's work. Everyone's just doing what he's got them doing. So for this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Right? So yeah. Oh, it's read the rest. You know yeah.
This is the book of Job 14 and 5. I'm start from 4. It says, who can bring a clean thing out of unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And that's Esau, man. Moshe already put a bound, where he cannot pass, man. So his time is up. Esau done a lot of unjustly on the earth. He have done many evil. He have committed many crimes. Now his time is up. Now he need to press his work. His crime that he have committed, man. His judgment, man.
As I said, for this whole time, he's been avoiding justice. He's been avoiding judgment. He's put himself as the judge of the earth, so no one's going to judge him. He's not going to judge himself. But that time is coming to an end. His power is being taken away from him. So he's not going to be able to deter that anymore. Mosiah is ready to judge him. Mosiah has allowed him to tally up his sins, his wickedness, to justify the great judgment he's going to receive. That's the only reason why you've been allowed to rule as long as you have, even if it is a short season, as the scriptures say. You carry a little season.
his days as an iron, man.
Yep.
You know, it's like he been given short time to live, man. You know, so his time is up, man.
He's had multiple rulerships, but this recent one's short.
Yeah.
You know, so he's been given limited time to do these things, and that's why things are kind of happening quick in this era. You know, since Esau's been back in power, especially in these last, I want to say 50, 60 years maybe. Like, you know, like from the industrial movements and stuff like that, technology's moved and progressed very quickly, man. You know, we've had the internet for. So I'm about to show my age now. Shit. Is it late 90s? The internet? I have to double check that, man. But so say we've had it for about 30 years. Just want to, you know, take a estimate. 30 years or so. But look how much has developed since then. Like more things have happened in the last 30 years than it has happened in the last 200 years.
Right.
You know, prior to that, you know, so much progression has been made because Esau has short time. So all these technologies had to come about quickly. But have been coming back quickly in these last days. You know? You want that? Double that, yeah? I got this from Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble." Right? And again, that's what we're heading into. Time of trouble. Right? So don't flee. Don't run away. You know? Meet it head on, you know, with faith. Right? Keep the faith. Okay? Cleave unto him. Who's to him? The Most High, Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Right? And depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. The reward, the glory at the end. You know? Yes, you have to go through some difficulty to get there, but it's gonna be worth it, man. Right? It's gonna be worth it.
Everything else to work on. I mean, everything. I mean, everything that tends to good, you know.
Takes hard work.
Yeah, it takes
Pain.
hard work. Pain,
Yeah.
yeah. Even this master builder, you know, I mean, those two people would come in doing what? This bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, yeah. Bodybuilding, they have what? To work, I mean, to condition their bodies, you know, their mind, you know. Everything take what? Time and what?
Because that's the thing that's not often thought about, man. Because they put their body through physical strain, but it's a mental strain to be able to keep doing that, man. To train 6 times, you know, what, 6 days a week, multiple times in a day. Like it's a certain mentality you need to have to be able to even do that.
Because in the second point that your whole body is gonna be pain,
Yeah.
but you have to go towards, go over it, man. You know? So even the boxers, they do the same thing. Man. Training, man. They take into months, you know, prepare for the tour, prepare for the fight, man.
Yeah, and if you're a really good boxer, dedicated, then you're always in the gym. You're always in the gym. It's not just when you've got a fight coming up. You're always in the gym, man. You know, always putting work in. You know, going for sparring, getting hit, and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's if you're dedicated. You know.
So, yeah, man, we need to be in the same mindset, man. You know, always in learning, man. So always, I mean, able to stand, man. You know, no matter how hard it is, you know.
Says verse 4 says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state." Right, and that change is going to come. I know brothers is up and down, you know, throughout this journey, you know, constantly. But one of the things for sure, when the time of trouble, Jacob's trouble comes, we're all going to be in a lower state. Okay, so we have to be mentally prepared for that. You know, we got, you know, having very little. You know, having to survive on very little. You know. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Right. So this is like a necessary evil that's going to come upon us, man, to purify us, man, to make us worthy. Right. This is going to show if we're worthy to be, you know, the Lord's elect or not. You know. It says, "Believe in Him, and He will help thee." And this is why we're going to choose the Most High over Esau. Right. Because the world needs help. Right. But who's the only one that can provide that help? The Most High. But who's going to receive that help? Those that believe in the Most High.
Everybody else is going to have to suffer, man, in their disbelief. Esau's not going to be no help to them. You know? It says verse 7 says, yea, O ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall fail not. Or not fail.
That's a promise, man. You know, for if you believe from end to the end, then he that enjoyed the hand, the same shall be saved. And we are going to come to the time of temptation. When, as we mentioned before, the technology is working on to implement around the world, which is a device which is going to be in the form of powerful democracy. It's going to be a great temptation, no? Yeah. So a lot of people, you know, a lot of people gonna what? Gonna fall and the what? Follow with Esau, man.
There's some Israelite groups that really decided what they're going to do in terms of they're going to take it, you know, because some will tell you that the, you know, this the sea hit isn't the mark of the beast, right? So it's not or it's safe, because essentially that's what you're saying. It's safe then, even if you might say, oh, I wouldn't take it, but you're leaving that element of you know, if I needed to, I could type thing. And everybody's going to want to in that time when they're not eating, right? So when you're thinking it's not that it's safe, that it's not the mark of the beast, they're going to end up taking it.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, that's a fact, man. Because what you say is actually what is in your heart, in your mind.
Yep.
Now it may seem like it's a joke, you know, but that's what you're gonna do, you know.
Yep.
Because these are not different with the people who rejected the Lord 2,000 years ago, man. You know, they pick you up. Barabbas over Yahushua Masha. And what did they say? Let his blood be upon us. That's yeah, and our children. So the same people, man. You know? They're saying things without them knowing it, man. But they actually condemn themselves.
They're setting themselves up for failure, man.
Yeah.
Because like I said, their congregation, their leaders in these congregations are not teaching them correctly, man. You know, they're not warning the people like we read earlier. They're not. It's all this vague shit that they keep talking about, vagueness, right? You need clarity in these times, man. You need to be sure in these times, man. You know, and we've heard so much fucking stupidness over the years about you know their teachings and whatever concerning the mark of the beast. Man, it's like it could be anything. It could be anything and nothing. You know, but we here at GMS are sure